Hello and welcome, everybody. I wanted to do a video today on some major tax changes that are coming. As many of you may already know, the Tax Cut and Jobs Act that was passed in 2017, that is subject to expire here in 2025, which means we could see dramatically different tax laws in play for 2026. Just to give you a little bit of an update of how I think this is going to play out, because a lot of people have asked my opinion lately. So right now in November, studying a lot of different polls and a lot of different data, it appears, and keep in mind that politically, I'm not too concerned about how this plays out. I'm more concerned with the laws that are changing and how we can help them adapt to how we can help you adapt your situation to potentially new tax laws. And this is not a political commentary. This is just my analysis based on a lot of reading and a lot of data. So it's not pushing for one side or the other. I'm not here to push Democrat or Republican. Just simply to tell you what my analysis looks like right now. So everything I've read so far, it looks like the Republicans may wind up winning the Senate. The Democrats could flip the House of Representatives, and the presidency is really a coin flip. There is a lot of crazy data that I'm seeing right now. Who knows? The polls are dramatically different depending on which poll you look at. So I'm going to call the presidency a coin flip right now. What that means is the chances are highly probable we're going to have a mixed government. And as most of you know out there, that the Republicans and Democrats aren't playing real nice right now. So with a mixed government, I think the Tax Cut and Jobs Act is going to be dead, which means that they're going to let it expire in 2025. And that means we're going to have a dramatically new tax law or tax situation for 2026. And I'm going to cover some of those kind of as we go here. Just quick introduction. Here's our team of advisors here at Creative Financial Group. If you're a current client, you're working with one of us. If you're not, this is our team. You're in good hands with any of us here at the office. Just like to give a quick introduction out to everybody. And let's get right into it. The headlines here are showing how historical this tax change could be. This is one from the Tax Policy Center right here that says, "Buckle up. 2025 promises to be in a historic tax year." USA Today: higher tax rates, smaller child tax credit, and other changes await as Trump tax cuts in. And the last one here: rich people rush to offload wealth before a state tax break drops. And what you're going to see is primarily the Tax Cut and Jobs Act. The big focus is income tax, but there's going to be some pretty major changes to estate tax as well. So formerly, under the Tax Cut and Jobs Act, we weren't too worried about having to pay estate tax. With this expiring, for many people, the estate tax could come back into play. So it's something we're watching very, very carefully as we see these tax laws unfold. So here's some of the major changes. The higher individual income tax rates come into play. And I'm just looking here, I have a tax chart, and every tax rate goes up except the 35% tax rate. The biggest one starting at the bottom right now, if you're married filing jointly, you can make up to $19,750 in the 10% tax bracket, up to $80,250 in the 12% tax bracket, $80,251 to 171. $50 is a 22% tax bracket. Well, that's all going to be changed. So 0 to 80,250 is going to go up to 15%, and then 80,251 to 171 and $50 is going up to 25%. So you can see that the tax rates will go up. So that's something we definitely need to be aware of, especially for those of you doing Roth conversions and things like that. Return of limits on itemized deductions. So right now, I think I read somewhere that about 90% of people now use the standard deduction. With the standard deduction being cut way back, itemized deductions could come back into play for many of you. Higher corporate taxes are set to take place. Reduced standard deduction, reinstatement of personal exemptions, lower estate tax exemption. And that also kind of coincides with the major estate taxes could now come into play. What that means is right now, for 2025 coming up, I'm estimating that you'll have about, if you're a married couple, $14 million each So $28 million is a couple that you can pass on to the next generation without having to worry about estate tax. Depending on what happens, that could go as low as about $3.5 million per person. So all of a sudden, you may have not had to worry too much about estate taxes, and now you might, depending on your net worth. So for higher net worth, higher income folks, this is definitely something you need to be paying very, very close attention to. Reduced child tax credits, increased capital gains tax rates, and limits on pass-through business deductions for those business owners out there. And again, at the bottom, major estate taxes could now come into play. So you need to be carefully paying attention to what happens next year. A lot of folks are asking right now, well, what can I do about this? And right now, the best thing, if you're one of our clients and you come in for a regular review, you're in pretty good shape, because as these things change, we're adapting your financial plan around it. If you haven't been in for a while, or you haven't done a financial plan, now is a really good time to come in and do that, because this is something that is going to need to be very, very highly individually customized based on your individual situation. Will you run into estate tax issues? Will you run into income tax issues? How do your standard deductions versus itemized deductions work? All those things are going to change pretty dramatically. So we need to be aware of your individual situation to really customize this for you. Now, if you are a person who hasn't come in for our CFG retirement roadmap, we're going to cover the three main pillars that you need to be taking care of. And that's going to be your tax plan, your retirement plan, and your investment plan. And we're going to take a strong look at those and make sure that you're in good shape as these laws change, as these rules change. If you have people that you care about, family members, friends who are higher income, higher net worth folks, that's who this is going to impact the most. Send them to us, and we will put together a retirement roadmap for them at no cost, whether they become a client or not. But at least they'll be aware of some of these key issues and key problems they could be facing. Because right now, people do not understand in general how this change could impact them. Again, for those of you who are clients of ours, we're going to be in tune with that. But if you haven't gone through this process of putting together a strong financial plan, now is the time to do it. Because once 2025 comes, a lot of these things that we need to be doing, it could be too late. So we need to make sure that you're getting a good foundation as soon as you possibly can. A little bit about our family and friends program. If you refer a family or a friend to us, again, someone especially who has higher income, higher net worth, who may have a lot of issues because of this expiring Tax Cut and Jobs Act, we'll put a financial plan together for them at no cost. We really believe that everyone should have a financial plan, and it'll cover the three big pillars that we always discuss. Again, that's a tax plan, a retirement plan, and a good investment plan. And simple way to do it is just have them give us a call. There's our phone number, 317-788-1562. You can email us as well. Our staff is very friendly, very easy to talk to. So it's no problem getting a 45-minute discovery meeting set up. And most of the people that have been in here to talk with us before, we're no pressure. We're not salespeople. We're really here to serve the community that we deal with. And just a quick shameless plug, if you haven't gotten a copy of my book, make sure that you get a copy. That's out now. It's on Amazon. We have several copies here at the office. If you stop by, we're happy to give you one. And then last but not least, here are our disclosures, which can all be found on our website at www.creativefinancialgrp.com. If you do have a chance to get on our website, there's a lot of great blogs, a lot of great information, has all the information on our upcoming live events, if that's something that you're interested in. And, it's a great overall resource that we've put together for not only our clients, but anyone that might be either retired or thinking about retirement and really want a good resource for their retirement plan. And thank you for tuning in. I know this is a quick video. We try to keep them short and sweet, and we'll be back to you again soon.